Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, Dr. Nosy. Thank you for Apache Stronghold, and thank you for all the supporters for coming out. Rough weather today. The center of this case, there's no real dispute about the facts of this case. The government wants to take the central sacred site of Western Apaches and hand it over to a foreign-owned mining company and allow it to be completely destroyed, stopping Western Apaches from ever accessing the site again and ending their religious practices forever. And the government didn't hold back today at the argument. It said it for everyone to hear, everyone in the courtroom to hear, everyone in Indian country to hear, and everyone in the whole country to hear. The government thinks it has blanket authority to do whatever it wants with the land that it's taken from indigenous peoples, even destroying central sacred sites and ending religious exercises forever. But we have a strong legal claim in this case. We have a treaty, 1852, where the government made a promise. We have federal civil rights laws like the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. We have the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. We have international agreements where governments across the world have recognized that they have to respect indigenous sacred sites. They have to maintain access to those sites. They have to allow traditional religious practices to keep occurring. So we pressed that argument in court today. The judges asked hard questions of both sides, and now they're going back and they're deliberating amongst themselves. They probably haven't even made up their minds completely yet. They are still thinking about what to do with this case. That's why it's so important that all of you came out today to show that this is not a theoretical matter. This is a people matter. This is about the people and about their freedom. Freedom to be Apache, to be indigenous, to be Americans, to do what you've always done on what was originally your land. So keep raising your voice. Keep joining the stronghold, joining your voices together. Keep making your voices heard to the court. Make your voice heard in Congress. Make your voice heard in Washington, D.C. And make your voice heard around the world, because it makes a difference. Everybody needs to hear what is going on here in this courtroom today, what is going on at Oak Flat, and how it affects everyone across the country. It affects everyone in Indian country. It affects everyone who practices religion. Because if the government can take away the central sacred site and stop those practices from Apaches and Apache Stronghold and tribal nations, there's nobody who is safe from the government's reach. So thank you for being here today. Keep raising your voices. Keep being heard. Thank you.
I just want to say, those that were with me and been with me, this is what I told you of this day, that you're going to finally hear what our people knew over 500 years ago. But the Americans that are here today, testing.
Right, we can hear you.
So this even applies to those people who came here. If you're African Americans, white Americans, Asian Americans, it doesn't mean anything. You heard in there that anything to the land, you're not even a part of this. America itself, in the beginning, has cut you off. So they have no issues with you. The Native Americans are the last one that they're trying to cut so they can go as will to take over and do as will. This country is a corporate country. It's not even thinking about our children and the earth, the things that gives us life. I don't know what more to tell you if you didn't get it in there. I know there's a lot of movements around the country, but this is the one to be on. This is the religious one. This is the last battle. If the leaders you follow care only about the money, then that's the wrong road you're on. This is the road. Look at the number of people around you of different race, different colors. It's not about the Apaches, it's about life, the mother. And to my tribal leaders out there, tell our people the truth. You heard today, the land is not ours. It has never been. They lied. You heard them talk about the treaty. You heard the United States of America. Now we know why Biden hasn't helped. Anybody hasn't helped. Because that's not their priority of the people. So people, it's not over. It's just made us stronger, tougher, and deeper into our prayer because we know we're fighting something evil. If these people around me can change, everyone can change. So we have a job to do. It is not over. And I thank all of you for coming to hear the truth. This is the truth. That's why they tried so hard to suppress our voice. But no, they're not going to suppress our voice. Because we represent the people and the Mother Earth. We're giving the Mother Earth our voice to be heard. So this is the one to be on. People, go back. Take your message back. And to top it off, they recorded it. Play it. Take it to your church. Take it to your ceremonies. Take it to your mayors, your chair people. Have them listen to what they said. Because they clearly said anybody else does not have a tie to the earth. They are denying you your spiritual connection to the mother. And that's what they're trying to do to us. Once we go, it's a free-for-all. And don't forget, the corporate world is waiting for this case to finish because they are in line for their exemptions. And if this happens, how are we going to stop that? It's time to mobilize in the religious sense. Stay positive. Pray more, deeper. Bring people together. That's the only way we can do it. Because they have the judicial system. They have the political system. They have the war power. But you know what? We have the heart. That's what God gave us. Remember that. Thank you.
Today, we have witnessed countless of atrocities that has happened to the indigenous people of this country. We are seeing a direct example of the continued genocide that is currently happening to the extermination of my people and all indigenous people of this country. But we are also witnessing a threat to all religious believers in this country. That is not just me as an in-there woman that believes that I am a part of the land because the land is of me, just as Chichil Pishagot El has told me and taught me by my ancestors that are buried there. This land is sacred. This land is holy. It may not have 4 walls or a steeple. It may not be a mosque, but this is my religion and my spiritual belief from my ancestors and to the yet to be born. So mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, link in arms because we have to fight for the yet to be born. We have to fight for those who are not here so that they can go to Oak Flat and they can pray and be one. Because the United States government assured us today that their land is their land and that they can take it away. That they can say that what I believe in and what you believe in does not matter. And I am so thankful that we got blessings from Lakas and the rain that has been here with us because we have to go back to the land, Nagutsan, our mother, our children. And so what I am asking all of you here today is stand in prayer. Be one. Link with me because we have to fight for the yet to be born. This is a critical moment in the history of the United States government. Are they going to stand and be accountable for their actions against our people and all people of this country? Or will they continue this genocide that is already here? So I ask you, pray, because we are not safe. Our religions are not safe. Here.
Government officials have been desecrating and destroying Native American sacred sites since before this republic was born. The government's threatened action in this case is an attempt to continue that shameful pattern. The government would seek to turn Oak Flat, one of the most sacred sites to the Apache, into a crater, a copper mine, and a hole large enough to fit the Eiffel Tower. Today, in oral argument, the court heard how the test that it has been applying to substantial burdens for Native American people is a gerrymandered test. It is one that has resulted in disfavored treatment for the religious exercise of Native American people, a test that applies basically nowhere else, because that test would lead to such perverse outcome and high levels of government coercion anywhere else. And we cannot tolerate that same level of government coercion, destruction, and interference with religious exercise in this context. I represent Notre Dame Law School's Religious Liberty Clinic, and our clients are the National Congress of American Indians, an Apache tribal elder, and other Native American religious rights organizations and cultural heritage organizations. We were proud to stand alongside Beckett and our Apache friends today in this fight. Obviously at Notre Dame, and some of the students I brought with me today, there's some different religious beliefs. But we see that what the government is doing to you is wrong. It is unjust. It is a double standard. It is one we would allow nowhere else. We wouldn't allow the government to destroy churches, mosques, or synagogues with impunity. And we will continue to fight with the Apache people to make sure that the government cannot destroy your sacred site with impunity either. Thank you.
Do a closing prayer, Ramon.
Ramon.
Okay, we're going to end with a closing prayer, but I think we have a blueprint of what we need to do, what work is cut out, reach out, because as they say out there, you know, our struggle is your struggle.
Yes.
You know, our fight is your fight. And it's well said here. I don't know how else to make it clear to all of you. So now you know what they do to everybody else. They're doing that to Native American people. And if it happens here, can you imagine around the world? When the United States claims to be the country of discipline, respect, we're going to cure everything. And yet, we are the ones that are victims behind closed doors. But now you, all Americans, have joined us. You're all victims to this corporate world. So now let's stand up, because we're the ones that put them there. We're the ones that can take them out and start electing real leaders that would take care of this country and the rest of the world. So with that, I'm going to ask Ramon Riley to say a closing prayer. And we welcome today with our heads up, because we've been blessed and we know what to do now. No excuse.
Thank you. First thing I'd like to say is that I come from the White Mountain Apache tribe, and we have a tribal resolution that supports St. Carlos, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here. And I've been fighting for sacred sites for many years, so I'm glad all of you guys came to support us. Thank you, and I'm going to say a closing prayer.
저희는 얘네들간에 또 kind, eagle, fight, go loud. The beautiful kind, the beautiful hand, the Egypt, the color, such as the harvest, the time. And down Johnny, the say, on a cow, Ellie, Kayu. The chicken that is tender. A fool, every cow, every down, every Indian, dog, and there. One thing, getting guinea. I know, doesn't do come up and out to one die. He can air of the cat. I'm not too now, the Kayu, on the body, really left, on the water, I'm not peace enough to finish for fun, to do. Another one of money, don't you can try them to do it. So they kind of, I know the summer time, they don't know what it's in our one, it's like the summer. Not how only to do, I would be further than Jubilee. I want to go to the I'll say it. When we pray in the Apache, we turn around to the right, clockwise, acknowledging everything, all the walks of life. Thank you.
Okay, we always, as Apaches and Native people, we always close with a song to take us. So, not a song, hi, you're in there, 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 not a song, it's a Nanguyaga, you're a good chalaga, me a good chalaga. Go So, is the shades over there yet? Is it still up? Or is it up? Okay. Let them know. We're gonna go over. I'll be over at the park for a while.